Recorded in eye-splitting high definition at the Can TV studio in Chicago, Illinois, it's Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night. I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
It's so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Yeah!
And now, here's your host, Steve Gadlin.
Oh, the lights are up, the cameras are on, the floor director's at her station. The caliber of stars will make you feel like you've embarked on a Hollywood and or Broadway vacation. And I'm so handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. I'm so handsome that you're near. Oh, I'm handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. You know, you've made me handsome just by being here. You've made me handsome just by being here. Snap, snap, snap to my Lou. You've stumbled upon another great episode of Steve Gadlin's Star Makers, the show where we bring you tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. Pretend you're at the doctor and it's time for a shot, but then the doctor tells you they're all out of shots and it will have to wait until next time. Feel that feeling inside? That's the great feeling you'll get just by tuning in. No appointment necessary. Let's check in on the waiting room we call the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge to meet two special patients, Brian Beard and Meritez Velasquez. When I was a kid, there was a movie called Zorpo the Greek. Now, I've never seen that movie, but I always thought it was the funniest movie around because, can you imagine it? A person named Zorpo? It's like some alien from outer space, except it can't be because those weren't invented yet. Nope, just some guy named Zorpo. What was his brother's name? Zimbrubalon? I'll never know because I just can't bring myself to rent that funny film. You don't have to rent a funny film when a stand-up comedian is around. They carry it with them like some sort of hilarious backpack. Here's stand-up comedian Derek Lee Feltner.
Hey guys, how's it going? I was recently asked why I grew this beard. I think it's pretty obvious. To look a little sexier. Without this beard, I have cherub-like qualities. But with it, I look like I own a brewery. Let's give it up for the sleeveless tee. Are you familiar with the origins of the sleeveless tee? Well, I'm about to blow your mind. Forget everything you knew about the sleeveless tee. I've prepared some impressions for you guys, and I'd like to do them now for you. My first impression will be of the female pop singer, Shakira, singing a line from her 2001 hit song, Wherever, Whenever. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Thank you. For my second impression will be of Arnold Schwarzenegger in his first appearance in The Terminator. That's The Terminator, not Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Or Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Or Terminator Salvation. Or The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Or Terminator Genesis. The Terminator.
Stop tape. Stop tape. Stop tape. Stop tape. Stop tape.
Thank you. I'm going to end my performance with a reading of a poem that I have written because I feel that stand-up comedy is not held in the same regards as that. The name of the poem is I Really Want to Meet Nicolas Cage. I Really Want to Meet Nicolas Cage by Derek Lee Feltner. I really want to meet Nicolas Cage so I can speak with him and discuss with him how important his films have been not only to me, but to my friends and family as well. Films such as Face Off, Con Air, Snake Eyes, The Rock, 8mm, Gone in 60 Seconds, Bringing Out the Dead, City of Angels, Wild at Heart, It Could Happen to You, Time to Kill, Never on Tuesday, 211, The Wicker Man, The Family Man, The Weatherman, The Matchstick Man, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, The Frozen Ground, The Trust, The Runner, The Cotton Club, The Boy in Blue, Peggy's Who Got Married, The Ant Bully. Next, Knowing, Stolen, Snowden, Zandali, Trespass, Joe, Rage, Outcast, Sonny, Mandy, Birdie, Primal, Adaptation, Inconceivable, World Trade Center, Army of One, USS Indianapolis, Men of Courage, Lord of War, Dog Eat Dog, Pay the Ghost, Bangkok Dangerous, Dying of the Light, Vengeance, Love Story, Best of Times, a TV movie. Moonstruck, Racing with the Moon, Drive Angry, Seeking Justice, Deadfall, Bad Lieutenant, Port of New Orleans, Left Behind, Kick-Ass, Valley Girl, Rumblefish, Firebirds, Kill Chain, Arsenal, Running with the Devil. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, Windtalkers, Captain Corelli's Mandolin. Those are possibly the same film. The Humanity Bureau, Prisoners of Ghostland, Trapped in Paradise, Honeymoon in Vegas, Leaving Las Vegas, Raising Arizona, Siberia, Mom and Dad, Season of the Witch, A Score to Settle. Vampire's Kiss, Kiss of Death, Looking Glass, Amos and Andrew, Red Rock West, Guardian Test, Between Worlds, Grindhouse, uncredited. Industrial Symphony No. 1, The Dream of the Brokenhearted, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, his brilliant voiceover work in The Croods, Astro Boy, G-Force, Christmas Carol, the movie, Teen Titans Go To the Movies, The Croods Part 2 coming in 2020. Don't forget to vote. And Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So we'd have a lot to talk about. Thank you. My name's Derek Lee Feltner.
Derek Lee Feltner, come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and/or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, jokes are so great, they always liven the mood. Let's talk about your name. Did you know there's a Cubs player that was named Derek Lee?
I did not.
Maybe you're named after him. Are you a baseball fan?
I was named after John Derek, Bo Derek's first husband.
Wow, well, that's something new we learned about comedians. How long have you been practicing at comedy?
I'm going on 6 weeks now.
Well, we're glad you could join us no matter where you are in your journey on your way to Hollywood and/or Broadway. What are your favorite things to joke about?
Could you ask me again?
Yeah, what are your favorite things to joke about? Well, we sure enjoyed having you on the show. We hope you practice your comedy, and we hope to cross paths again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you one of tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and/or Broadway? Do you live in or are traveling to the Chicago area? Would you like to share your talent with our television audience? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we want you to perform on our show. Visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. We can't wait to make a star out of you.
When I meet new people, I like to play a game called Turkey or Not. I'll make a funny sound, and they have to guess if it's a turkey sound or not. That's right, turkey. Nobble, 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 nobble. Not. Turkey or Not is a great icebreaker. That's a way for new strangers to feel comfortable with one another and maybe even become friends somewhere down the line. Once you're good friends, that's when you'll start telling stories, which may not be as fun as playing Turkey or Not, but by that time, you're real pals, so that's not a problem. Here's storyteller Gina Watters with an original story of her own.
Dear Reunion Committee, I have received your invitation to the class of 1998 20-year high school reunion. Thank you so much, but I'll have to respectfully decline. As you've no doubt seen on social media, I'm doing great. I see that you guys are killing it too. Good for us. But I live out of state now, so it's just too difficult for me to make the trip back home. But like I said, I'm doing super, super awesome. It's just that flights are really expensive right now, and I don't have a car, but that's not weird. In Chicago, it's totally normal not to have a car because we have public transportation and stuff. Well, actually, a lot of people do have cars. I just can't afford one. I'm almost 40, and I've actually never owned a car or a house or anything of value at all. In fact, currently the most expensive thing I own is my night guard, which I'm pretty sure has little to no resale value. City life is great, though. I never fit in back home, but here I can enjoy culture, diversity, a complete absence of Walmarts. But yes, those perks do come with a higher cost of living. Rent here is expensive. I hear that back home houses are pretty affordable, and that's good because from what I've learned from watching House Hunters, no functioning adult can live without plenty of granite and at least one bonus room. Still not sure what that is, but glad you guys have it for your bonus stuff. My apartment is a 600 square foot walk-up in a vintage building, which is code for some of the doors shut all the way, and I hope you don't mind cockroaches. But the higher cost of living means we city dwellers get paid more. Well, most people get paid more. I still make the same entry-level salary I did when I graduated from college, but whatever. What's money, right? There are far more important things in life, like love. And my love life is, well, I'm not married or anything, but I did have a boyfriend like 5 years ago. And I'm on dating apps now, which has been really, really fun. Did I say fun? I meant to say soul crushing. Really just kind of traumatizing, actually. So, yep, no family of my own yet. And I have to admit, it makes me really sad. I mean, I'm missing out on so many of life's most fulfilling experiences, like never sleeping and cleaning up after a bunch of other people all day. But the good news is, as a modern single gal on the go, I've really been able to focus on my career. Well, my career's actually been a little stalled for the past 15 years, but that has allowed me to pour my energy into my passion projects. For example, well, I totally caught up on my Netflix. I mean, like, I watched all of Netflix, all of it. So that's something I've been working on. But really, when you get right down to it, if you have your health, you have everything, right? And I am clinically depressed, but my therapist is really optimistic that I will totally be able to function someday. And yeah, I've gained a few pounds over the last couple of years, but what's 60 pounds, right? I mean, you know how it is. You just have no pleasure or fulfillment in your life, so you just fill the void with food until you eat so much you become physically ill. I mean, we've all been there, right? And you're probably thinking, I've seen her Instagram. She looks great. Well, I just carefully post selfies that hide what I actually look like. You know, make it look better on social media than it does in real life, like you guys do with your marriages. You know, maybe one day we'll look each other in the eye free of filters and hashtags and share the truth of our lives in a moment of real humanity. Or not. But either way, thanks again for the invitation to come together with a group of strangers bound together by fate of birth to revisit one arbitrary 4-year period of our lives in an empty ritual we're asked to repeat decade after decade ceaselessly until we die. But I just can't make it. Only because of totally logistical reasons, not because I'm fat and broke and single, just 100% that travel thing. Well, that and a lot of you voted for Trump, but hey, let's save that for the 30-year. Go Bucks!
Gina Watters, come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it was a real pleasure. I love storytellers. Can you tell me how long you've been writing stories?
Since as long as I could write, probably. Kindergarten?
Wow. And is the story you read, the response, the letter, did you ever really send that to the committee?
No, and my reunion is actually taking place at the end of this month.
Well, maybe you should show up and read that as part of the reunion party. That's cool. So when you write stories, do you write with a pen or on a computer?
Computer.
Nice. Computers have a whole different feel because they're digital. Have you ever written stories with a pen?
I don't think I remember how to write with a pen.
Yeah, that's true. Cursive is a real lost art. I have an iPad, and it has a pretend pen, so it's digital and a pen.
That's cool.
Well, it sure was a pleasure having you and hearing your story, Gina. We hope to see you again soon.
Thanks.
Want to see Steve Gadlin's Star Makers from the best seats in the house? Then you want the luxury and convenience of the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge. With 2 exclusive seats, only feet away from the action, and all the saltines you can eat, the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge provides an experience you won't soon forget. It's like you're seeing tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway through a telescope because they're practically in your lap. To reserve your spot, visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. Be on Star Makers.
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails, that's what little boys are made of. Remember that rhyme? My favorite rhymes are the ones captured in songs. You know songs, they're those catchy rhymes that hit all the right notes. Now here's Chris Henderson with his very own song, That's the Way of the World.
Hey, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's the way of the world. People walk this earth every day, trying to please the next.
tell myself what's the way, even if I had to stay. That's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. I try to be someone else, somebody without a name. I try to live my life for someone else, but myself I'm lame. I couldn't do what you want me to do. I have to live for the truth in me. That's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. That's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. No, no, no. I started singing the blues at a very young age. Some people may not understand. They laugh and call me old man, but that's the way of this world. That's the way of the world. Don't let it get you down. No, no, no. No, no. That's the way of the world. That's the way. Don't let it get you down. So many legends, they paved the way. They paved the way for me to sing. I don't know what I would have in exchange. I couldn't tell you if I tried, but I know I'm standing here and singing. That's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. That's the way of this world. Yeah. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. No, no, no. Oh, I know this world can put you through a change. Yes, it can. But that's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. That's the way of this world. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. No, 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 no. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes. That's the way of the world. That's the way. Don't let it get you down. Ooh. Thank you.
What a great performance. Come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
No problem. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, it was so fantastic. Your singing is so great. How long have you been singing?
About 5 years old. I just started singing the blues maybe about 10 years ago.
Well, that's incredible. It's really good. You have the perfect voice for it. You growl and sing. It's so good. So do you write a lot of your own music?
Yes, I do. I write mostly all of my music. That song that I just performed, "The Way of the World," is a single, and I wrote it earlier this year.
That's great. Do you have a website or a place where people can learn more about your singing and your music?
Yes, you can. I have an EP with about 8 tracks, so it's everywhere on every music platform. So you can look at me there. Instagram Henderson_Christopher. Facebook Christopher Henderson as well.
It is so good to have you on the show. We really appreciate you singing.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
It is Postman Tom. It is Postman Tom.
Hi, Postman Tom here with another dip into the Steve Gadlin Star Makers mailbag. First letter. Hi, Postman Tom. We both noticed that no one ever asks you questions, so we have one for you. Thank you. Do you have any special talents besides being an excellent postman? Sincerely, Hayden and Tyler. Well, first, thank you for assuming I'm an excellent postman. As far as talents go, play a little bit of guitar. I only started about 2 months ago, so I'm not very good. There's that. Anyway, if you have a question for Steve Gadlin Star Makers, you can write us at sgstarmakers@gmail.com, and maybe we'll read your letter on the air.
Just like Grandma used to say, have some soup, the show's over. Well, special thanks to these special friends that support us on Patreon. Steve Alexander, Maximilian Struve, Max Schumann, Stephanie Reed, Rob Gibbons, Lynn Roberts, Lauren Rich, Will Kane, Adam Altman, Steve Glar Glumleo, Kristen Freilich, and April Lippert. Find us on patreon.com, and we'll thank you in our episodes too. The acts tonight were really great. Would you look at the time, though it's getting late. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. Well, the world is such a scary place, and I find peace when I see your face. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. We're born, then we die, and in between is a cacophony of chaos. What does it mean? I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again.
Yes, I hope to see you again.
Remember to dream big and do awesome things. This is Steve Gadlin saying, see you next time.